Hello, crafty friends. It's Janet at craftsandcollage.com. I hope you have your pictures and your scissors and your glue stick all ready because we're about to begin a Friday night glue booking spread. So, tonight we're going to do Christmas because 'tis the season, right? There's our first Christmas, which turned out, I thought, just killer. I really enjoyed that. And because Miss Diane wrote in and actually let me know which focal point she thought would look good, which was the lantern, this here, I told her that I would use it for my next Christmas page. So here we are, Diane. This one's for you, hon. Okay, so, and I agree with you. It's an absolutely stunning picture. I mean, it really is pretty. They've done a beautiful job with my mom used to love those red velvet bows. She would get them in the garlands every year for outside and inside the house. All right, so another Christmas page. I haven't got anything picked out, and I have like almost no type because most of the type and titles from the magazines I've got that are actually Christmas magazines, they're all kind of fancy titles, nothing that just says Christmas. So I've got these little tiny ones, but maybe we'll figure out something else. This, I think, sort of goes with that, so I thought I'd use that. This is whimsical. We'll see. Don't know. But I saw this, and I thought maybe this could be cut out. I mean, that part, but this bow part. So I don't know if that can be or not. And this is 1996, an ad by Cody. Most women my age will remember that. So let's see if there's still any smell in it. There actually is. There's enough on this fold-out piece, no lie, folks, that I could rub it on my wrist and it would last the rest of the evening. Vanilla Fields by Cody. That's actually a pretty fragrance. I'll have to remember, see if they still make it. Like what, 20 years, 30 years later? 30 years. Ermagerd. So I hope everybody is having a nice season so far. You know, you're happy with how things are going. Try not to allow yourself to be rushed. Now this picture, I gotta tell you guys, this picture reminds me of a movie my daughter and I rewatched again just yesterday with Kevin Spacey and Dennis Leary and a number of other people, called The Ref. R-E-F, The Ref. It is one of the funniest adult Christmas movies you've ever seen in your life. And at one point, they're all around the table with these Swedish hats. This was some woman that got beaten to death or something at Christmas time, the legend goes, and it is a very funny movie made in the early 90s and well worth the watch. The Ref. Catch it because it is so funny. It's really funny. Yep. And we watched, of course, Christmas Vacation today because I'm a big sap for Christmas movies. And I'm bouncing back this year. Last year was a dead loss. My shoulder was broken and beaten, and I was tired and sore all the time. I had no energy for Christmas at all. Do you know, this is kind of whimsical, too. Look at that picture, guys. Isn't that sweet? Oh, and yes, my whole household is down with a cold again. It was either my 4-year-old granddaughter going to see Santa Claus at the mall, or it was the Christmas party that my daughter-in-law had at their work where there was Santa Claus and a bunch of kids. So, could be anything. One never knows this time of year, does one? Nope. Look at that old-fashioned sled. Look at that. Is that not adorable? Honest to Pete. So cute. Then I have this skinny thing that, remember, I cut off of the page over here. So that might actually fill in a spot for me. My God, that's a beautiful picture. Look at how pretty that looks. Ho, ho, ho. We need to do a black and white one soon. Maybe I'll do that this week. Black and white. I don't know if it'll be Christmas, but it'll be black and white. Those always turn out kind of cool. He's kind of cute, but sort of doesn't suit the mood of this picture. I really don't think. I'm sorry. This, however, is a sweetheart. It's the front of a trading company, I guess. And old-fashioned cookies. Oh, look at that cabinet. Is that not gorgeous? So inviting, you know? Just super inviting. Oh, here's hoping this is a quick cold that comes and goes, and that's it. Hoping. Hoping beyond hope. Okay. I think we have our lucky winners for tonight. If not, there's this big old envelope right here full of Christmas stuff. So, let's start with what we've got on the go here, shall we? With Miss Diane's focal point, the lantern. So is everybody getting their things done? Are they getting their stuff bought and trying not to completely lose it in the holiday rush and so on? Don't let it all get to be too much, folks. If you're not enjoying it, there's no point. There's no point. That's what the holidays are about, is enjoying time with yourself or with loved ones. Whatever you choose to do, even time at work, but try and find some joy in the season and pass that on, you know? Doesn't have to be money or gifts or anything, just simply, you know, hey, a smile. It's amazing how often a stranger's smile in the morning or on a morning commute just picks you right up. Absolutely amazing sometimes, eh? Okay, I'm going to leave this side blue even with the crap over here, because if it's better than having a white spot. In other words, I can work it in better, like into the crease here kind of thing, but that's where I want the lantern to sit. So we're going to sit it right there and begin that way. I think I might try to do a Gluebook page a day in January. I was thinking about that as a challenge. If y'all want to try it with me, that would be fun. I know most people don't have that kind of time in their day, but if you find that kind of time and you want to join in, I haven't decided for sure yet, but I'm still short a great deal of what oh, what was I saying? I don't know. Anyway, I zoned out there. Sorry for a minute, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm also hoping to learn how to get over my issue with going live in January. I want to be able to do regular, maybe even our Friday nights, do them as live. Because I mean, this is some of my favorite time of the week. Truly. I so enjoy this time. Alright. So we want to take this right up along here, right up over the edge there. You know, I was thinking about what I should wallpaper, because this is just Mac Tack or sticky wallpaper. Nice heavier duty, like not thin stuff or flimsy. It's done me for years now, and I love the pale of it, the wood. But I'm kind of wondering what to do next, because it's kind of getting messy. A little bit of holes and stuff like that, and I do keep filling in the holes with the white pen, you know, the tire pens, the Posca pens. So I just don't. I think I'm gonna just leave it holes and all, warts and all, because I'm continually doing crafts on it, or you know, working paints, crafts, art, whatever it is, and I'm trying to keep it pristine, it's not going to stay pristine. I think I've learned. I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess that I've learned. Okay, the Chivas bottle has to come out of there. But that's a lovely little cottage. It really is. And what have we got? We've got gingerbread cookies. Oh, or we've got this stunner, which is okay. There it is. That's what's going there. Yes, yes. And the weather has been, of course, almost too warm. It's lovely to go out in, but I don't like what it indicates, so I much rather prefer it was freezing. But don't know. There we go. That's gorgeous. Oh, I think that is beautiful next to each other like that. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. Yes. I don't know why certain pictures or images or moods or whatever just thrill me to see them together. I think that's why I feel so much strength, I don't know, or self, or whatever you want to call it, when I either do collage or glue booking or anything like that. I just think it feeds my soul so well, my sense of this or that, maybe feeds some of the ADHD requirements. I don't know. All I know is that I come away from doing any kind of art or creativity with just a different peace of mind. And the older I get and the more I do art, the more I realize how necessary that is in my life, day to day and ongoing. So that's why I get kind of preachy and say, if you take comfort in your art or peace in your creativity, you need to keep doing it. If it feeds your soul, don't stop. You can take a rest, but don't give up. Don't stop. Feed your soul, even if it means taking a few minutes away from something else in your life. Feed your soul. It's looking good, isn't it? This is beautiful. I think that works there, too. Let us see what happens after we cut off these ever-present black lines around photos. Now, I used to actually have to draw those black lines. I was a graphics artist in the days before computers, where we had black art pens and light boards and drawing boards and so on, and sat at the back of a print shop where all the stinky ink was, although I love the smell of a print shop to this day. And we used to draw black lines around photos. That was my job for a number of years. Lining things up, drawing lines around them, putting down art, waxing art on. If any of you know what that means, you'll know what I'm talking about. Waxing it on. But they can, when you're talking about wanting to fit them into a collage, it can be bloody annoying sometimes, the way these pictures can sit, All right, that will fit right there. Right there. Okay, now we have this gap down here. I can do actually a washi tape if anybody objects, or we can find a different picture that might sit better right here. I have a couple here. There's a, oh, that fits like a glove. Oh, that's a tight fit. Let's see what we can do with it, shall we? Beanie, you need to come and lie down, buddy. Come on. You're running around like you're having an issue as to where to go, just come and lie down in your bed. He is a little 5-pound Maltese. So yeah, don't be afraid to use a paper cutter. I'm sorry, folks. I had to go and answer the door. It's that time of year where there's deliveries nonstop, right? So, there was something else I was going to tell you, and now I can't remember what it is. That just fits beautifully right there. I like that. Yes, they do. So, a suggestion for those of you that are interested in keeping not a diary exactly, but a little jot book, okay? It requires 3 words each day. 3 words each day, that's it. The first one, you put 3 words on under each date. The first word is something you're grateful for. The second word is something that you want to come into your life. And the third word is a positive word about yourself. There are 3 words once a day, and the impact it can have on your life is absolutely amazing. So if you're interested in a new little project this year coming up, I like starting new like self-awareness projects and stuff in January. To me, it's not about resolutions. It's more about, something I can do to try and, you know, not better myself exactly. I don't mean everything better, betters us. I'm talking more about the idea of something that would make me stronger, a strengthening kind of thing. So if you're interested, there's a suggestion for you. Maybe we need to cut that whole thing off. There we go. That's perfect. Oh my God. Okay, this I'm going to have to use the paper cutter for because, there are times where you just can't get something cut straight. But if you have the bottom or the top of the actual magazine page, you can get anything cut straight. As long as you've got the bottom or the top of the magazine page. Because that goes flush on your cutter. And then you hold that sucker down and you have one straight cut. And now you have a definite 90-degree angle on your picture. So as long as you've got, there, look, I'm sorry, it sounds very condescending, I don't mean it to. But as long as you've got one straight edge, you can get your picture straight. So let's see what I can do with this, because I need to cut out just a little bit. Let's try that. Let's see where that gets us. I also love Friday night because I just throw all my stuff on the floor. All my cuttings and clippings go on the floor. Doesn't matter. Just, it's a sense of freedom. Laugh at me if you will. Yeah, throwing them on the floor. By the way, I forgot to mention, go subscribe. I'm sure if you don't like this video, you'll like the next one, I'm pretty sure. So, go subscribe and make sure you like the video. Click that like button if you like it and all that YouTube jazz, yada yada. I've passed 600 subs, folks. I signed on today and I had gone from 597 to 602 this morning and I was delighted. Thank you so much, all of you, for caring to subscribe. I appreciate that. I appreciate I support as many art channels as I can, and I appreciate the same thing because, it's just most of the time it's a labor of love for anybody that does art or creative stuff or sewing or collage or any kind of crafting. It's always very much a labor of love. Okay, so we need to trim down the sides of this magazine sure. Do I have the top or bottom? Ooh, I believe I have the bottom. So let's go with that. Chatter, chatter, yada, yada. Now, you know this is a math channel, right? So... Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty old-fashioned, big old red velvet bows. Like, how Christmassy is that? So Christmassy. So I think if you have a weird or fun or unique Christmas story to tell everybody, you need to share with the class and put it in the comments. Something that will make us laugh or heartwarming. My ex used to love playing Santa every year. He worked at Walmart and he loved kids. And he was just this big old 6-foot guy, big beard and so on. Bet it's all gray now, but he used to play Santa every year at Walmart for the kids. There'd be a couple days where they'd have the kids come in and so on. And he loved that. He looked forward to it every year, and every year he brought home just horrible colds and flu shots. And it was okay because it was one of his favorite things to do in the year. He loved Christmas. Probably still does. I hope so. I hope so. And my sister absolutely used to love Christmas. And I don't know. We don't associate a whole lot these days. You know, lives go in different directions and geographic and so on, you know. But gosh, she has the sweetest little granddaughter, Macy, just a beautiful little girl. I don't know, 5 or 6 now, something like that. It's funny, you know, my daughter and I were talking about that very thing. You know, years ago, families stayed in villages or towns. You know, they grew up there, they had raised their families there, they died there. You know, they had their jobs near there. Not everybody moved away. Moving away started happening, you know, in the mid-1900s, I guess. You know, 1950 and 60, you saw more people moving to the suburbs and stuff like that. But it was a thing. I mean, you stayed where you were born and raised, you know. Okay, cutting the bottle off decreased its usability, but I still like the picture, so we're still going to use it. Because I still like the picture, even though it was a liquor bottle. I mean, I don't mind the liquor bottle, don't get me wrong, that sounded very good. But it was just the way it intruded on the cottage. I really like this picture of this cottage, so... And I always start the new year, or try before the new year, to start a list of things I'm grateful for that year, and the goals I want for next year, and so on. I literally write them out in my day book. I don't always start a new day book. I do that when the notebook is actually done, not just a new book, because I use these beautiful, thick, 600-page books, and they just keep going and going. I love them. But I make notes and I set goals and so on, not resolutions, but things that I would like to accomplish over the year. So, where do I want this? It flows with this, but I need to find a fairly good size picture we can use. And I need to do that right now. Alright. What have we got here? there are so many pictures in here. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera while I root around in here. I will be back. Hello, sorry I'm back. I'm here. This seems to sit beautifully right there. Right there next to that color of the page. So I don't know what I'm going to put over here to cover that corner. I may have a tiny piece of ivy or holly or something, but I shall find something. And please don't set unattainable goals. We all tend to do that. We set something, it's like, I want to lose 90 pounds by next Tuesday, and I've been my whole life doing that, waking up a non-smoker. It took me 30 years to quit smoking. And it's to the point where you have to be your own best friend. Do I come on here and soapbox? I guess I do. Sorry, folks. Just stand up for yourself. Be your own best friend. Really, when it comes right down to it, that's what we've got. What we've got. My daughter and I were talking about saving for next Christmas, not this year, of course, but next Christmas, visiting the Christmas market in Dresden, Germany. Neither one of us has ever been to Europe, and we thought it would be cool to kind of start there in early December because it opens the end of November. It's the most giant Christmas market in the world, and it's been going, this just blows my poor little North American mind, it's been going for 600 years. People have been, at one time it was the center of the year. It took weeks to get there from different places, and you prepared everything ahead of time and made gifts, and that was what you did at Christmas. You went to the market to sell your wares or to look for others, or the market was the center of the community. And 600 years that thing has been going. Oh my God, it's like the history of it just blows my little mind. It really does. Because in North America, nothing is that old. You know what I mean? Nothing. At least not to us. I'm sure there are native grounds and things like that that are as old as that and older, considering what they've found in North America and South America and stuff. But holy doodle, that's an old market, Dresden, Germany. And then we thought maybe because we're going to save, if we spend a couple of days at that market, and then maybe try to see some of Paris, because the train from Dresden to Paris is about 8 hours, but through some really pretty countryside apparently. And in the winter you'd at least be able to see more than when all the trees are super bloomed and stuff, So I don't know, we're just in the planning stages. If you have any suggestions, by all means throw them in. I'm open to suggestions, for sure, because neither one of us has ever been to Europe. We've been quite a few places in North America, but neither of us has made it to Europe. So we'd like to kind of do that. And it would be difficult to take my granddaughter. She's autistic, so the idea of an 8-hour or 10-hour plane ride, not really easy to do with her. Although she's getting more and more focused every day, it's beautiful to see her gain so much every day. She loves kindergarten. Oh my goodness, she loves it. Ooh, that's delicious looking, but it's not wide enough. Look at that, folks. It's like missing 2 millimeters of size. Now, would it fit down here? No, of course not. Of course not. Okay, so what have we got so far? Okay. We've got a cottage, we've got mistletoe, we've got a turkey dinner. Should I turn the camera off while I hunt around for some more good Christmas photos? I think I probably should. I will be back in a moment for you folks. Might be hours for me, but it'll be a moment for you. Hi, see how quick was that? I'm back. Okay, so I found some really cute things too while I was gone so long. It was actually about 2 minutes. So I found this one, which I think is an adorable picture, which I think would suit well right there. I just have to find out how big we need to make it and watch Janet cut too small. It's an ongoing thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Because I know I'm not the only one. Not the only one. Alright, so how wide does it have to be? As wide as the gingham. That's beautiful. Because the gingham is very festive looking. Little children dancing around a Christmas tree. Oh, my granddaughter got so thrilled when we put the lights on the Christmas tree tonight. Not the decorations, just the lights. But oh, that was enough for her. She was thrilled. Singing "Wish You a Merry Christmas" and "Deck the Halls." Little voice warbling out. And I have a fly that's bugging me. One fly. I wish I could name him and tell him to go away, but he's being a real pain. Alright, so this... Oh, the gingham looks adorable next to the lantern. Dun, dun. Okay, so what have we got to put in there? I got a couple of things here. I thought that was absolutely gorgeous, that plate. That could sit right up there. It's a beautiful plate. It's sort of Christmassy, but not super Christmassy, so I'm not sure what to use here. Oh, that fly is gonna drive me crazy. There I have, that'll work. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Alright. So, these beautiful hat boxes and packages and so on. That's just gorgeous. Alright, so let's get this glued into place. Oh, I guess I should have looked up non-copyrighted Christmas music. There's a lot of it. Thank God it's not Mariah Carey. No offense. But, you know, most Christmas carols are not copyrighted, just the modern songs. Oh, she makes a fortune every year. Every Christmas, that woman just kills it. Half of people's Christmas season centers around starting to hear her. It's actually become a meme in Facebook and stuff, you know, but she's defrosting in November. It's quite funny the way that they talk about Mariah Carey. Defrosting in November. Let's take some trimmings here. Oh, there's some days where your hands just don't want to move right. I don't know if it's just getting older or sitting crooked in my chair. Some days it's my vision, I know. It makes things wobble in my vision. So, did I get 2 pages stuck there? Oh, I did. Look at that. That was why it was weird to cut. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I found this really cool. When I was looking for that other picture, here's my thinking, okay? I love that. All the trimmings. All right, so we are going to take that. Right about there. Okay, and we're going to take it down a little bit further on top. I want to get this really, really even. I wanted to leave that part. I don't know if it'll look okay or not. We'll see, I guess. Now I left that much on that side, so about the same amount over here. I need to take some of that off. Oh, my granddaughter doesn't sound happy. It's that time of night. They get cranky and in poopy moods, and it's horrific trying to get through. Okay, so right here. Maybe I should take that top band off too. Yes, I shall. Okay. Alright, let's take that off as well. We'll put it right there. I'm actually going to keep that because it's kind of pretty. Looks like bric-a-brac. There we go. And of course, see, that's what I mean. I cut it too small. Oh, for heaven's sakes. The Season of Wonder. Oh, that works. Okay. We can do that. All the trimmings. No, I don't want to add that. Maybe I should just put the dang ribbon back, which is exactly what I'm going to do. There, folks, you saw just an amazing muck up. Big old failure right there. And it's okay. Everybody does it once in a while. But that was just a silly thing to do, to cut off that ribbon end like that. There's a reason I had picked that piece in the first place and sat here forgetting all about why. Because it fit this bit, this part of the picture. That was why. How crazy is that? Yep. Alright, so there we go. We have our text in. Now I just got to get my head straight and put this ribbon back on, for Pete's sakes. Wonder who Pete was. Anybody know? Like, do you have an inkling who Pete might have been? For Pete's sake, whoever it was is doing a lot for his sake. Oh. Come on, Janet, you can match it exactly. You used to do this. I think there we go. Okay. Not bad matching. Not bad. Didn't do bad. Alright. So, there is our picture. And this is going right here. Because I have a piece of background showing. Can you see that? And yes, I don't know how many of you it would drive crazy, but it would drive me crazy knowing I left that little square of magazine page showing. And there we go. We got through it. There we go. Thank you, Diane. for voting for the lantern. It's absolutely beautiful in this page. I love this. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.